Happy to be here. First of all, 25 years, not a small time. It's called Silver Jubilee. Congratulations, Dasra, for completing very successful, impactful 25 years. And let you have another 25 years till Golden Jubilee. And it's a very good partnership. In fact, it's a beautiful day. We are towards the end. And during the entire session, it was a lot of learning for me. In fact, I was writing what we all learned. We started with equity throughout the day. And besides that, we talked about partnership, collaboration, social inclusion, including Jai Bhim, diversity, humility, empathy, solidarity, credibility, and on top of it, leveraging. There are two kinds of resources. Leveraging, when you talk about last thing, I'm going to talk about that. We have philanthropists, and entire day, what we talked about is our philanthropists are providing us resources, meaningful resources, and it's a rare resource to do us what we are doing. And as you all know, all governments, they have plenty of resources for project, programs, welfare, and these are big resources. I look at both the resource in terms of its heat, in terms of temperature. The government resource is cold money. It comes with conditionality. But government money, despite all the programs they have, how best it's designed, it doesn't reach the last mile. When you see no one leave behind, our states, sorry to say, across the country, across the globe, we are always failing our last mile. And here the philanthropy comes in. And the philanthropy money is hot money. But as human beings, how can you manage both hot money and cold money? Those who know physics, both temperature cannot be managed together. So that's why for civil society institutions, it's a very strategical trading to manage both the resources. But we cannot reach the last mile without the philanthropic support. The institution I come from, 35-year-old institution. First 25 years, we were a capacity building institution. And last 10 years, we are in the field. But we realized that while we are in the field, the learning is in such a way that it can amplify its impact. How big you might be, you cannot be comparable to the states, with the government, national governments. So we need to be very strategic about it. And we try to find out where are these last mileys. In fact, on general work, these people are invisible and often stigmatized. So one need to be very, very careful in identifying these groups, where they are. And we have realized, in fact, yesterday somebody mentioned also in one of the workshops, the participatory principles. Today we didn't hear about participatory principle. But I come from a time when participatory principle guide our action. And it's with people. And people's testimony. How much of data we might generate. But if you do not capture the human voice, the testimony of people, we cannot understand the reality. So data is important. I fully understand. Even though from my participatory background, I always say that both quantitative and qualitative are important. Both need to go together. And I have seen one session we're talking about learning. I think learning happens when you are a participatory, listen to people, remain humble, and from the people's capacity, provide that solidarity. Solidarity is very important. In fact, I was very impressed when the Harvard graduate speech, the young girl, Shruti Kumar, she says that she's the first generation college going girl. And in her Harvard speech, she said that power of not knowing. Not power of knowing, power of not knowing. In fact, that is the way to deal with the community. They know, we don't know. If that humbleness is there, then we're able to understand the reality. I'll tell you one example where I have learned. I come from Gujarat, western part of India, and in a tribal village, one old man, I'm old, older than me, said that, look, I get an old age pension, and my friend doesn't get the old age pension. Because the eligibility for old age pension in Gujarat earlier was, we have a 13 into 4, 52. 52.16 is the cut point. Those who are below 16 and below, they get the pension. Other people don't get. So they said his cut point is 18. But we both look similar. Our household is same, but he doesn't get the pension. So it struck me. I came back, went to the chief minister office, talked to the principal secretaries. They were also surprised. And I said, what to do? So the principal secretary mentions that, why don't you do a little research, find out what the other states are doing. I did that little research and came back. Then they had the meeting with the minister. And in a month's time, they came to the conclusion that from 16, we went to 20. And when I looked at the data, the number of beneficiaries increased by double. So this is the beauty of listening to people. In fact, they are my teachers. And I have so many examples. Because it's 5 minutes time, I cannot talk about it. But in our work, we see that we build people's leadership. We call it civic leaders, citizen leaders. Because many a times we make people get fixated into certain schemes, health leaders, education leaders. And but if we need to engage with the state, which is the biggest power to do development, we need to have citizen-state relationship. It's a political concept, but we found out that political linkage is very difficult because in our engagement, we find the citizen are mostly engaged during voting. After that, there is hardly any engagement with the state. So engagement with the state on daily level, holding them accountable can bring many benefits. And I believe that the philanthropies must provide the resources to build those civic leadership. And every cluster level, you need to have citizen support cell so that citizen leaders can provide support to others. We CSOs can be transitory in nature. We are here, we will be not there. But building community level, people's level leadership is sustainable and go a long way. Thank you so much.
No Cost Extension will be back next time with a brand new episode. For more information on any of the work that Dasra does or any of the guests featured on the show, please go to dasra.org.